Everyone, this is Jack, and today I will be reviewing the 8th Doctor collector figure set. Interesting set if you ask me. 3 variants of the 8th Doctor. One I believe to be a Big Finish production, and pretty good, because I already own one of those, and I already own the Movie Doctor variant. The Night of the Doctor variant, which is on the very right, I've never owned before, so obviously I've opened the box already because I was trying to film a review on it already, but the video sort of went all over the place due to it lapsing over one another each scene I filmed. So I just thought we'll start from scratch and do it that way. So yeah, I will turn the box around so you can read the back if you would like to, and we will shortly get right into it. What I find quite useful about them having a big description on the back of these boxes is that there are probably a lot of people out there that do not have internet access and run by, hard copy DVDs to Doctor Who. So it's good for the fan base that, haven't got internet to be able to get to read something, the books and all that. So I like that they've included descriptions on these boxes, I must admit. And yeah, moving forward, you can have a few seconds more to pause on the back and we will open the figures. Right, so we have the 8th Doctor from the Doctor Who movie. He has been repainted, and on his coat collar, it looks like he's had a gunmetal paint application from what I see. The waistcoat has also had a repaint to a metallic-y looking colour. Also alongside that, the trousers look more vintage, which I quite like. Hair has got a more browner paint job. What I will do is pop this 8th Doctor variant from around 2010 just beside it. Now, as you can see, they are quite different from one another. The one on the left being, it has black hair and a grey waistcoat with patterns, and the trousers are a lot darker on the left side one, and also the coat collar has a different paint application from what I can see, which is a bit darker than the one on the right. Trousers obviously on the right are lighter with sort of different details. The one on the right, which is the newer one, has a better trouser paint job with, I can't really tell if the shoes are any different. I don't think they are. Could be wrong because the lighting isn't too great. But yeah, we can move on now because that's the 8th Doctor from the movie. Both articulate. Obviously, this one is the same as the previous one. Arm swivels just there. You can go forward and backwards, and obviously all the way around to 360. Not ball jointed, of course, but we haven't, don't expect that on this figure variant. The legs are articulate, twist, forward, backward, side. And yeah, head can turn all the way around, but I don't like always doing that because I don't think it's good for the figure paint job on the head, on the neck bit. But yeah, we will move on to the next one, and that is the Movie Doctor variant completed for the review. Now this figure is the Big Finish Productions 8th Doctor, and it came with a bag, and that's pretty cool because the previous one I got that come with a Dalek didn't actually come with a bag, so it's interesting that they've done that. No sonic screwdriver, but I think he did have a sonic screwdriver in the Big Finish Productions. Sorry, just putting the light up there, just so it might be a bit better. But yeah, if you paid attention to details, they are a little different in some aspects, seeing as the trousers are now a darkerish blue with black boots, and obviously the bag. And on my 8th Doctor Big Finish Productions figurine, my one has thick eyebrows, or should I say thicker eyebrows. I will pop him right next to this new one on the left hand side. So if you have a look, you can sort of tell my one has sort of bushy eyebrows, or maybe they've gone wrong on my eyebrows on my other 8th Doctor Big Finish figure. I've noticed that the coat paint job on the right, which is the newer one, isn't as shiny, which is quite better because I don't really know, I haven't really paid attention to the Big Finish productions, but I prefer it without the shine effect. The under t-shirt, the v-neck t-shirt that's white, no difference to what I can see. Obviously, going back to the subject of trousers and shoes, you can see the difference as pointed out there. Now, the bag itself, which I will quickly equip off this figure, is quite nice, you know. You can put it on any other figure if you want to, in a, you know, like if you were doing a stop motion or a Doctor Who figure adventure. Yeah, so good little accessory. Pop it round his neck, just like so. There you go. You know, what more could you want, really? It's an 8th Doctor variant figure set, 3-pack. So, yeah, pretty good if you ask me. As to go on saying whether or not I prefer one another between these two, I can't really give an exact answer because they're both so familiar, you know? So, having these two together and trying to point out a favourite is just a bit difficult at this time. Yeah, no, so I don't particularly have a favourite out of those two, apart from the one on the right has, you know, less thicker eyebrows, so I'll probably go with the right one if I had to. Anyway, we're going to go on to the last one, which is the figure from the Night of the Doctor. And here we have him, a ball-jointed 8th Doctor figure. Now, this is the first Night of the Doctor variant of Paul McGann I've owned, because there has been releases of this figure, but with different paint applications, being that the waistcoat on this figure, I think I've seen a picture of it, was red or brown, one of the two, and not too sure about the neck scarf, but obviously the coat, I think it might be a little different in regards with paint jobs, but this is my first 8th Doctor, Night of the Doctor figure, and I personally really like it, because, you know, I've never owned the previous one. Ball jointed arms, you know, so that's good. Legs are also very articulate, so I'll give you a quick preview on that. They're very easy to move around, which is good. You can identify easily which Doctor this is, which is all a fan collecting Doctor Who figures really wants. And yeah, he is a pretty cool figure. My favourite out of the bunch. So from the right, being on the right side, will be the very best in this set for me. So obviously he's going to go right there. Second best is going to be, without a doubt, and I'll just grab him now, this variant, because I like that they've given his hair a paint back to, well, to a sort of brown shade, because he did have brown hair, and I can't recall him having black hair, because my other figure has black hair, and I don't think that's particularly accurate to the show and to his character. And then last but not least, this one. So it was quite hard putting them in best to worst. I wouldn't really say there is, you know, out of the two on the left, a better one. They're both quite good. Obviously, it comes with a bag, the Big Finish production Doctor, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, good figure set. Highly recommend it. £20 from B&M. So if in the UK, I don't know about other countries or anything, but if you ever pop by B&M, do take a look if you are interested in this set, and grab yourselves an 8th Doctor figure collectible set. I've also seen today a post on the new waves of Doctor Who figures coming out, so one being the 9th Doctor 3-pack figure set, which is a hologram 9th Doctor, a new Rose Tyler figure with paint applications, and another 9th Doctor with a sort of different haircut, like it's a different head sculpt, I think, with a dark blue t-shirt and dark blue trousers with the coat. So I will be grabbing that in the future. They're also bringing out a 13th Doctor figure 3-pack with Mandip Gill, also known as Yaz, Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor, great regeneration into David Tennant. She's wearing in the figure set her dark blue coat, Jodie is, and it comes with a translucent light blue Weeping Angel. And yeah, them figure sets are going to be rather interesting, and they're bringing out another First Doctor TARDIS figure set with the David Bradley figure. That will be very interesting. I might possibly buy that because the TARDIS is apparently accurate to the forgot the name of the movie, or not movie, the sort of documentary. I haven't seen it, but it's an adventure in time and space, and I think they've used that TARDIS from what I know, what I've heard. Might be wrong, but yeah, it's electronic, which is what us fans want, an electronic release of a TARDIS, because ever since Jodie Whittaker's entrance as a Doctor, we got her electronic TARDIS, no interior card. Don't think we've got that with the new TARDIS, but hey, we've got an electric TARDIS coming out, and that's all we can probably ask for at the moment. I can't wait for Ncuti Gatwa to portray his role as the Doctor. I think he's going to do great, and I can't wait to be able to get a figurine of him. And also the new David Tennant figure, if they ever do make one of him, will be amazing, because then I will then pretty much own every 10th Doctor figure that I know of, apart from the Comic-Con 2008 variant, which is extremely rare, and if you have it, you are extremely lucky. Other than that, it's been a good video. I will be coming back to do some more stop motion soon, especially a Halloween one in the makings. But keep tuned, like and subscribe if you're new and if you like to. And yeah, turn post, what's the word called? Turn post on notifications, something like that, if you want to keep up to date with the stop motions and Doctor Who figure reviews. And yeah, other than that, have a lovely day and take care.